Have you been feeling that everything in your life currently has been in a state of either chaos or comfort amongst that chaos? If you have, this reading might be for you. This is a timeless message. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. So the way you read these is this way, this way, this way, and then this way. Okay. So woman, book, and tree are the first three cards. These ones here. So woman stands for elegance, love, happiness. Next you got book. It is secret, discovery, mystery. You got tree with health, family, and roots. I'm getting a picture that you are someone who tends to know more than what you lead on. And the other thing I feel is that secret or that mystery. And it's not a case of you're doing it in I guess, a secretive way, or a malice way. You're doing it in a sense of, I just know things and I don't think it's worth other people being told these because you might be someone who finds gossip really toxic. And look, it is, but venting is also healthy. So when it's venting or gossip, that's where I think sometimes you might differ here. You're also someone who has a lot of information about the family, about other members that others don't know. I don't think you hold it against anyone, but I also feel that you're holding on to a lot more than what you need to. And I don't know what it is, but I feel you need to release some of this information, whether that's writing it down, telling someone who is a third party who would have no idea who any of these, letting it out. Next, you got house, which is the stability, security, and home. Then you've got anchor with balance, stability, and security. You've also got dog with friendship, loyalty, and trust. These are definitely all the things that you're seeking. You're seeking a more secure and stable, because we got stability, security twice. So a house and anchor both have that stability and security. And then the dog is really important here because with that stability and security, you want to find that in all your relationships. So that it's friendship, family, um, workplace. You want to have that security and within yourself too. It is a big part of you to have this balance within that. But I am feeling overall with this one here, you're someone who is seeking a lot of stability, and I'm almost feeling as if you're trying to grasp onto it. Like, I have to get this. And I'm not sure if it's a case that you're wanting to control this or you're wanting to help yourself in some way, but you're also feeling as if you need to let go in order to get what you want. And this security and this stability, honestly, all these things are really balanced. All these things are the same thing. It is all the things that you're seeking. And it's all across everything. You want to have a good work life, you want to have a good home life, you want to have a balance between work and home. You also want to have balance between friendships and family and within yourself, and if you have a partner, I feel some of you do and some of you don't, because this is collective. But some of you want to have a nice balanced relationship where you're respecting each other, and you could also be separate from each other because you might have been in the past in co-reliant relationships where either you were too much or they were too much. The next ones you got is coffin, endings and beginnings, change, rebirth. Sun, which is optimism, victory, and fortune. It's a gorgeous card. And we've got ship, travel, movement, journey. All these ones here, they're all about the same thing. So at the moment, you've got these family, and family is broad. It could be the people that you consider family as well, which could be close friends. You're wanting that security and that balance between everything. You've also got endings. I feel an ending. You do need to close some chapters. You also need to, with the burdens, I'm not saying burdens, but you might be someone who is considered the black sheep or the curse breaker. A lot of people take it as the wrong way. You're like, I am the black sheep, so I have to be an a-hole or whatever it is. No, you don't have to be an a-hole. You have to be someone who says enough is enough. Whether they believe you are an a-hole, that's a different thing. But you approach it with, okay, that's not okay. I don't think that was a great way to be. I think we need to be better. This endings, and you're ending, I'm not saying relationships, but you're definitely closing off a lot of chapters here. And I think for a lot of you, you're going to be in a place of wanting to change your perspective on something. So it could be the perspective of your family, or it could be a perspective of your worldview. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm feeling that this one here, the sun, is all about changing things around. And then when you change those things around, the stability that we talked about already is going to be coming in. And I do feel some study or something. It could be that you are going to be studying a course or something, or you could be someone who goes, I actually want to learn more about, maybe you're wanting to be a bit more spiritual, and so you want to learn certain things like how to read tarot, or how to how does energy work. But you are learning something here, and I feel for this one here, even though the movement I haven't really touched on, but I feel for you, the movement for you is closing off what needs to end. And that could be either past regression, where you might be stuck on something. You might be going, when I was 7 years old, blah, 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 happened. You need to let it go. Doesn't make it that it didn't happen. It just means you let it go so it doesn't keep bringing it up on your end. Okay. So next, looking at these cards in a different way, we've got woman again with that elegance, love, and happiness. House with stability, security, home. Coffin with endings and big change, rebirth. I feel this is definitely someone who is really in their feminine energy, or in their moon, in the shadow energy. You're someone who is working in that energy. And I feel for you that with that, it has brought you a lot more closer to understanding yourself. And it has also helped you close off chapters of your life, but you have a lot more growing. It's when you feel the anger, or when you feel fear, or any other emotion, and approaching it going, okay, why do I feel this way? And working through that motion, and pretty much keep asking why until you get to either the no more answers, or you feel something release from yourself. Okay. Next, we got book with secret, discovery, mystery. Anchor with balance, stability, and security. We've also got that sun again with optimism, victory, and fortune. A lot of this is all about your self-discovery, but again, I am feeling really drawn to knowledge. So this could be, and I believe I could be talking to someone who is spiritual. You could be someone who has tapped into that energy, but you also feel as if you have already done a lot of work on yourself. You could be someone who goes to therapy as well, and you're not meant to do it alone. I'm feeling that is something that you need to be aware of. I feel like I'm tapping into this one here, but I have had that come into this. But you are going to be working more on not only yourself, but I feel like discovering, I guess, what actually brings you joy in this world, and not only that, but what your purpose is in this world as well. Now, again, we got tree with that health, family, roots, and then we got friendship, dog with friendship, trust and loyalty, and we got ship with travel, movement, and journey. With these ones here, they are all about the relationships you're having, whether that's family, friends, uh, romantic relationships. You're all about, I feel you could be someone who's a people pleaser, but you want to be in some way in that big balance, but I think you also need to set some healthy boundaries here. And it could be a case of, okay, every Sunday I'm going to host a luncheon, or I am going to host an event where it's a case of you come in if you want to bring a plate of food, and but it is something where you give a lot. You give a lot. And I think for you, it is a lot of reflection on the family and friends and how they treat you. Do they reach out to you, or is it always you? And a case of potential here. I don't feel you need to test people, but I do feel you need to set boundaries where you tell people exactly what you want and why you're wanting it. Okay. Whenever we set a boundary, we give them what the boundary is and the why we are setting the boundary and the consequence to the boundary. And I think that is going to be really good for you moving forward, because when it comes to this travel movement journey one, with these ones, you can actually, this one is more about your growth. So the people who align with you will go with you and go far. Those who don't align, they'll go. And that's okay. That means that friendship, that whatever it was, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a romantic relationship. But if it's a case where you're moving forward with your life and they're still stuck in that same place where you met or where you got them up to, it means that they're probably either not ready to move forward, or it was your time to, or their time to leave. Okay, so we are going to get an angel message as well for the collective and see what message does the final message. And if you're liking the video so far, definitely don't forget to give this a like and pop a comment down below. What's resonating so far? I also am raising funds for the Starlight Children's Foundation for the month of July. It's still going, but if you have the means to donate, I've already donated myself. I think I put $50 towards it, I believe. It was over 20 or 50. But if you can help out, definitely do. If you can't, that's okay. And a like and a comment will definitely help me go far. Okay, so, and if you find this is speaking about someone else, send it to them. I'd love to see if this is like, this is not mine, but this is a friend. I feel like someone said that. Okay, we got spread your wings. Let's see if this will focus. Okay. It is time to spread it is time to spread your wings and explore new things. If you want to experience something different, you may have to do something different. If you wait until it feel fully ready for something, you may always have a reason to hold yourself back and wait forever. Let your heart guide you now, and know that some of the best things occur when you step outside of your comfort zone. We are here for you and urge you to ask us for whatever support you need. What a beautiful message. And it really resonates for today's message, I believe. All right. I thank you so much for being here. If you've made it to the end, please leave a comment of a cherry because I've got a cherry candle. I would love to see some cherries in the comment. Otherwise, have a beautifully blessed and wonderful day. Bye.